Hello everyone, myself Mukesh Kumar Tiwari from LPM Public School. Dear student, today we will talk about for the qualitative analysis, which is also known as salt analysis. That means you have to predict the cation and anion which are present in your salt. So how will you predict that which cation or basic radical or which anion or the acidic radical are present in your given salt? So let me explain. First, I will talk about for how the salt is formed. You know very well, when the acid and base react with each other, then salt and water is formed. Clear? And the reaction is known as neutralization reaction. Clear? So when any salt are given to you, so this salt contain cation as well as anion. Clear? Like a salt given to you, that is the NaCl. So in case of NaCl, the cation is Na plus and anion is Cl minus. Clear? That means you have to find in the salt analysis, you have to find a cation and an anion in the given salt. This cation and anion is also considered as the basic radical. This cation is known as basic radical and anion is known as acid radical. That means you have to find the two radicals in the given salt. First one is the basic radical and the second one is the acid radical. Clear? Why the cation is also considered as the basic radical? Because this cation comes from the base. That is, when acid means HCl and the base means NaOH react with each other, then we get the salt like NaCl and the water H2O. Clear? So this salt, that is the NaCl, is formed by the reaction between the HCl and NaOH. Clear? So this Na comes from this Na plus, which is known as the cation here. This Na comes from the base, so it is known as basic radical. Similarly, this Cl minus comes from the acid, so it is known as acid radical. Clear? So every salt has two radical, basic radical as well as acid radical. Clear? Similarly, suppose a salt are given to you, the name of the salt is the copper sulfate and the formula is CuSO4. Clear? So when this salt will break, the cation is formed is Cu2 plus copper ion and the sulfate ion, that is SO4 2 minus. Clear? So this is the cation which is known as the basic radical. The basic radical is the Cu2 plus ion, copper ion, and the acid radical is sulfate ion, that is the SO4 2 minus ion. Clear? So out of these two radicals, first of all you have to test the acid radical and then after you have to test the basic radical. Clear? So once again, how the basic acid radical are classified into the different groups. You can note these all from here. Test for acid radical. Test for acid radical. First of all, we test the acid radical. Then after, we test the basic radical. So first of all, we talk about for the test for acid radical. How the acid radical are being tested. So the acid radical are divided into the three groups. Acid radical have three groups. Group first, group second and the group third. First one is the group first. This is the group first. This is the group second and group third. All the acid radicals are categorized or grouped in 3 groups, that is the first, second and third. Clear? And the group first have the group reagent is dilute H2SO4. This is the dilute H2SO4, and for the group second, the group reagent is concentrate H2SO4, and for the group third, for that is the dilute HNO3, etc. Clear? So when we talk about for the acid radical which are present in the group first, the radicals are carbonate ion, that is CO3 2 minus, sulfide ion S2 minus, acetate ion CH3COO minus, and last NO2 minus, nitrite ion. These are the acid radicals which are present in the group first. And the group second, chloride ion, bromide ion, iodide ion, oxalate ion and nitrate ion. These acid radicals are present in the group second. And the last, the sulfate ion and the phosphate ion, these 2 acid radicals are present in the group third. Clear? So these are the group first, second, third of the acid radical. Clear? Today I will demonstrate you the test of the acid radical, that is the carbonate ion, then after sulfide ion, and then after the acetate ion. Clear? So how will you make the test of the sulfate ion, carbonate ion, sulfide ion and the acetate ion? So come on for the test for the carbonate ion. Test for carbonate ion. Test for CO3 2 minus, which is known as carbonate ion. Clear? First of all, you will take a pinch of salt in test tube and add dilute few drops of dilute H2SO4. Clear? After adding the dilute H2SO4 into the salt, the observation will be the effervescence of CO2 is observed. That means the carbon dioxide gas will liberate in this case. Clear? And when the carbon dioxide gas will liberate, you will confirm that the given salt contains carbonate ion. Clear? This may be present in your salt. Understand? Now after the common test, you will use the confirmatory test. Confirmatory test for carbonate ion. So there are 2 confirmatory tests. Clear? First, a pinch of salt plus dilute H2SO4, CO2 gas is formed, and by passing this CO2 gas into the lime water, passing CO2 in lime water, the lime water becoming milky. Lime water becomes milky. This is the first confirmatory test for the carbonate ion. Clear? The second confirmatory test is the aqueous solution of, make an aqueous solution of salt, aqueous solution of salt plus aqueous solution of magnesium sulfate, aqueous solution of MgSO4. Clear? First of all, you have to prepare the aqueous solution of the given salt, and you will add the aqueous solution of the magnesium sulfate into it. You will get white precipitate is formed. White precipitate is formed. It will confirm that the salt, in the given salt, the carbonate ion are present. Clear? So in this way we can make the test for the carbonate ion and its confirmatory test. Okay, so let me explain that how the test you will observe. First of all, we will take a pin or spatula and add some salt into this test tube. This is the test tube in which we just put a pinch of salt, and then we will add the dilute H2SO4 into it. Clear? So when we add the dilute H2SO4 in the salt, the gas will produce. You can see this gas is produced here, and this gas is the carbon dioxide gas. Once again, like this. Clear? So this is the common test for the carbonate ion. Clear? First of all, you will take the salt. You will take the salt and add the few drop of the dilute H2SO4 into it. Then the effervescence of the carbon dioxide will produce, and you will say that the given salt contains the carbonate ion. Clear? Now for the confirmatory test, we use the method, that means once again we take the salt. First I will take the lime water, and then after we add the dilute H2SO4 into the salt, and we will pass the gas into the solution, that is the lime, inside the lime water. This is the lime water, and we take the another, this is the test boiling tube, and we add the salt into it. This one is the confirmatory test, that means the salt contains the carbonate ion. And this is the tube, U tube, that means U-type tube. You will put this tube containing the cork into it, and passes the gas inside the lime water. Clear? And when the lime water becomes milky, you will say that your salt have a carbonate ion. Understand? So dilute H2SO4 we add, dilute H2SO4 I will add in here, and after adding this into, we will pass the, no any reaction because the reaction is completed. Come, once again I will remove this and add the, you can see this is the carbon dioxide gas. Clear? Which are passing into the lime water, and you can see also here the lime water becomes milky. Understand? So in this way we can predict, or we can confirm that the salt have carbonate ion. This is the milky, understand, and the salt in which we added the dilute H2SO4. Clear? So this is the first experiment or the confirmatory test for the presence of the carbonate ion in the given salt. Once again, the second confirmatory test is we prepare, take some water into the beaker. We prepare the aqueous solution of the salt. First we take the salt into the test tube and then we add water to form the aqueous solution. After shaking it, we will get the aqueous solution of the salt. And in the second test tube, we will add the magnesium sulfate for the preparation for the aqueous solution of the magnesium sulfate. Okay, this is the magnesium sulfate, and I will take the second test tube for the preparation of the MgSO4, the aqueous solution of the MgSO4. And after adding the both aqueous solution into it, we get the white precipitate in the test tube. And this is the second confirmatory test for the presence of the carbonate ion in the given salt. Clear? So in this way we can predict or we can confirm the presence of carbonate ion in the salt. Okay, you can see here the two solution I have just taken here. This is the magnesium sulfate and this is the aqueous solution of the salt. Clear? After adding the magnesium sulfate into the aqueous solution of the salt, we get the white precipitation, and this will confirm the presence of carbonate in the salt. Understand? Like this. Yes, this is the white precipitation of the salt or started in the test tube. You can see here. So in this way we can confirm here the presence of the carbonate ion in the salt. Understand? Thanks a lot for watching my video.